Party people!
It's the weekend throwdown with Jagger.
Listen, I have nothing to hide. I'm an open book.
You
You've
know
seen me on Instagram lately?
You know what? You really don't. And I think that's why people are relating to you so much, because we're all looking for something just real and authentic. And I think, God, if you're not the embodiment of that, of like, this is exactly who I am.
100% that bitch.
But how did you get... No, what did you say on Andy Cohen? You're like...
100%. I took a DNA test. I'm 100% that bitch.
I love that.
Andy loved it.
It was great.
Funny.
How do you get to that place, though, where you're completely... Because we're all self-conscious and we all have confidence issues at some point in life. How do you get to that place where you're like, this is me, this is all me in totality?
I don't think it's easy. I think it's hard. And I think that, even if I share my experience, another person won't ever really get it until they go through it. I had to do a lot of looking in the mirror. And you can hear mirror imagery in my music all the time. Yeah. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me what you see. It's that, oh my God, it's looking heavenly. Woo! Mirror, mirror on the wall, don't say it because I know I'm cute, ooh, baby. Like, I'm always looking in the mirror, trying to love what's in the mirror. And that was the first step. I had to look in the mirror one day and just be like, this is it. This face ain't gonna change. This ain't gonna change. This skin ain't gonna change. These teeth. None of this is gonna change. And you gotta learn how to deal with that, because this is who you're gonna be for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Do you want to live or not? That's
tough. I think that's the toughest part, is going like, okay, I'm just gonna see it for what it is and then learn to love it.
Yeah, but you gotta see it for what it is first.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like lying to ourselves, or a lot of self-hate that we have to like unbox before we can just look at ourselves and be like, oh, yeah, this is my face.
Yeah.
But, it took a long time after that, too.
But it's a great face. Like, you have you're gorgeous. You have a great face.
You know what's wild is I have looked like this my entire life, but I didn't believe I was beautiful my entire life. And when I didn't believe I was beautiful, no one else believed I was beautiful. They might have observationally been like, oh, that's a pretty girl, but no one else believed it. And as soon as I started believing I was beautiful, now everybody be like, but you're so pretty. But you're glowing. I'm like, well, yeah, but that's because I think so. Like, women who look like me typically aren't praised as like, the leaders of beauty campaigns. We didn't see us in, CoverGirl ads and Maybelline ads growing up. We had Queen Latifah, thank you. Right. But other than that, who? You know what I mean?
No, it's rare.
So once I started seeing the cover star and the beauty in myself, the whole world started to see it. That's a testament for anybody.
Yeah. That's so powerful, because that's like you're shining proof of that. Like, once you start believing in yourselves, other people will too. And now you're like the name on everybody's lips. Like, you're the one everybody's talking about. You're that bitch. Not just in you, like in the world. Like, you're in all aspects of entertainment and all aspects of pop culture. Like, you're the person everybody's talking about.
Girl, what? That's crazy.
It is. Did you ever think you were going to get to that point? Meaning, I know people always say, like, I never thought, but like, in your heart of hearts, where you're like, I will get there. Or is this surprising?
This is some tea. I knew. I just didn't know in what capacity.
Yeah.
Because I was told a long time ago. Like, I received like messages and confirmation in my life from just living and having experiences with people that this was my destiny and my journey.
Yeah. I
just didn't know how it was going to happen. The how was blowing my mind. I'm like, I know why I was put on this earth, but then like when I'm there, I'm like, well, I didn't expect it to go like that.
Right.
I didn't know it was going to be a flute and shoot going viral, or I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know that I was going to be wearing leotards and a body positive person. Like, I knew that I had to use the talents I was given with music to inspire people and to help heal the world that I still feel like needs healing from all of us. But all of these things, the way that it's happening, the way my Instagram is going,
crazy.
Like the way, you know what I'm saying, Juice is going, the kind of music I'm making, had no clue.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I mean, when it's God's divine timing, shows itself, you got to just go with it and roll with it. But you're also putting in the work. I mean, the music is also hitting. So I feel like for people who may not know you or may not know your story, they may find out about you, hear your name, go to your Instagram and go, oh, like...
That's what her butt looks like naked.
That's what her ass looks like. But then they play the song, they play the albums, and they're like, oh, like, and then they listen to you speak and they realize, well, it's not just, a gorgeous woman who's, confident in herself, like on Instagram being silly and, showing us, all aspects of the inside of her body.
All aspects.
Right. It's somebody who's got something to say, who's got a voice, and who's got a beautiful story.
Well, there's a gamut of things that my Instagram page will have. It ranges from like nudes straight up.
Girl, yes.
To like flute and twerk videos, to like political rants at like panels.
Yeah.
To like
body positivity interviews. I just watched the interview that you did with
Jamila.
Yep.
Body positive interviews, to like, full spreads in Vogue Mag. Like,
and Playboy.
So like there's a sampler platter of things.
Yeah.
Selfies. So there's all sorts of things. I think that at the end of the day, I am, and every human is, not just one thing. I got a lot of levels to me, and I think I just was given the gift of being able to serve you all those levels at once.
Yeah.
I feel like we do try to put people in boxes, especially public figures or celebrities or whatever you want to call them. We try to put them in a box. We're like, well, that's the girl that does this one thing really well. So you better serve us that, sis. But it's like, no, I'm going to serve you everything that I am. If you don't like it, that's fine. But I'm not doing it for you.
Yeah. No, I love that. And it's so great. Speaking of selfies, you posted about working with Missy Elliott, obviously on Tempo.
And we had all those little selfies.
And I loved that you were like, I took these because I was so afraid that I'd never see her again. And now you guys have a song out that is like in the world and people are loving. And tell me, why is Missy so influential to you, just as an artist? And
I mean, how could she not have been when I was growing up? I was so weird. Like, she had a video where she was dressed as Mega Man, and I loved anime. And to have like a black girl do that on a song that she produced, rapped, and sang on,
it's
was
crazy.
Really like it was validating, And when I was growing up, I didn't see anyone like me. And Missy was the only person I saw like me. And because of her, I wanted to be someone that little girls could see themselves in. So to be able to not only meet her, but to work with her and to continue to, put art out there together to be even more seen by little girls is really special.
Yeah. Is there another artist or just somebody that you've always looked up to that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you like me. I can't believe you're a fan and you know I am and you comment on my Instagram and tell me I'm amazing?
At this point, nah, because...
It's just everybody.
Listen, at this point, like, nothing really shocks me.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the day, though. And I know everyone says this, but I really want Beyonce to like my music because I studied Destiny's Child, and I was so influenced and so motivated by Destiny's Child. It would just be nice to one day have her be like, "Hey, Lizzo, I like your song." You don't even got to get on it, sis. I just want to know that you like it.
Well, she was in the audience when you performed at the GLAAD Awards.
Yeah, but that's different. Solange likes my music.
Really?
Where we played a show together, and it was like her show, and she picked who opened, and I was on the lineup, and she was like, "Lizzo, you're popping right now." It was so cool. I was like, like that was a cool moment for me.
Okay, so that's like Beyonce by proxy. Like you're like one step away from like having that combo with Beyonce.
But Solange is just so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I really respect her as an artist, and she came up in Houston as well. So I was hearing about Solange forever.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. It was a full circle moment.
So the album is coming out
April 19th.
April 19th. Juice is the single.
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing that I read that somebody wrote about the video and the song was that, and you can tell me like, shut up. Don't say that. That's annoying. They were like, even though you do promote body positivity and you really do put yourself out there, there's something about this video that's not a caricature of, let's say, who you are, right? Like somebody was like, Ariana Grande can put out the same video, do the same moves, the same dancing, and we would still love it. Like, is there a fine line between like people going like, no, you're just a caricature, or like you're just being you and like doing moves and like dancing and like being yourself? Like, I thought that was just an interesting take that somebody said about you.
Well, I still don't understand what they saying. Is it a diss or are they
No. They were saying that like you're not just putting yourself out there like being like, look, I'm a big beautiful black girl, just and making fun of yourself. You're like, it's what you're doing is serious. I'm sorry, I didn't explain it correctly. What you're doing is like serious, and anybody else would be doing the same thing that you're doing. Like
that's big for me. Like, no pun intended. I'm not a trope, and I feel like that happens a lot. You know, black women and big black women are what like Saturnized. Is that the word? Yeah, and I just feel like my biggest thing, especially when I started working with stylists and when I started wearing like, designers, I was like, everything that I wear, my best friend, who's my creative director, is a size 0. I know, I love her. And she's great. And you know what? Because she is her size, she has her own struggles too. All women have dealt with this same shit. They just don't deal with it on the mainstream level. But anyway, and we used to like share clothes, mind you, she's maybe a 2 and I'm like 18. And we would like literally be able to interchange certain pieces, like whether it was like an oversized t-shirt or a tight t-shirt on me, or a dress on her and a top on me, or a jacket or like a kimono on her, or a crop on, whatever it was, we were able to interchange clothes a lot because she was my first stylist. And we always said, no matter what I do, no matter what I wear, no matter how I look in videos, I would want women of all sizes to look. I would want Heidi Klum to look and be like, oh, that's cute. Where'd she get that from? I want that. So yeah, I feel like it's because I believe it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I believe what I'm wearing, and I believe in the clothes, and I believe that they're creating the best shapes for my body, and it's what I would actually do in real life. I think that's why people aren't looking at it like, oh my gosh, she's just, faking the body positivity thing. It's like, no, I really dead ass serious think I look amazing.
Yeah.
And I feel like any bitch from a top model, from like Heidi Klum to Ashley Graham would look at my clothes and be like, that's cute, bitch.
That's
Where
fire.
you get that from?
Yeah.
Let me try that on.
Listen, I just think you're fantastic. I think what you stand for is amazing. And also, like, the music is good. Like, we're enjoying it. Juice is fire. Can't wait to hear what else is on the album. Anything else quickly you want to say about it? You want to
You gotta listen to Tempo, man.
Tempo's great
Missy
too.
Elliott.
Tempo's amazing.
Stream Tempo, Cause I Love You. The song is like one of my favorite songs ever. We kind of gave that as a gratis to my fans, like a free song from the album, but it's out there. It's fire. The album is so good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.